What is that now? The Gorons of Death Mountain? I see. So Renata told you that. Well, it's true. I did defeat the Gorons in the Cons of Strength and earn the trust with the help of a little secret. I can teach you the secret, but you must promise me that you absolutely, positively not disclose it to anyone. All right, guys. You know what? You know what this means. You guys know what this means. Unfortunately, I cannot show you, what this is because he told me not to share it with anyone. It's like, you know, like it's like that, joke that Silver was telling on his stream the other day, right? Where it's like, it's about like the monk, you know? If you guys know, I can tell you guys the joke if you want. What this joke is it's basically, it's like soupy chicken. I don't know how he told it. I only caught the end, but I was told that it's called soupy chicken and the 3 vicious screams, right? So there was a guy named Charlie, and I'll try to abridge the joke a bit, you know? There was a guy named Charlie, and one day he was headed down the hill. He was visiting his grandparents, right? He was visiting his grandparents like they always do, every single year. And it was awesome. They went down to the park. They went down to the beach afterwards. Basically, you guys can't say later. I'm already going through the joke, right? They brought him in and they served him the delicious soupy chicken for dinner. And it was man, this is like the best soupy chicken you've ever tasted in your life. It's like the nice consistency of buttery, you know, like the noodles like literally just like go like just like it's just a fuck. I can't describe food. It was just fucking good, okay? You know? And after dinner, they're like, "All right, Charlie, we got to bring you to bed." And he's like, "Okay," you know, all sad. His day was over. He had to leave in the morning. So he gets up, goes to bed. The two grandparents tuck him in, and he goes to sleep. So at night, he hears, like, he wakes up in the middle of the night and he hears 3 vicious screams. He wakes up, he goes down, and he's a grandparent, grandma, what were those screams? What were those screams? Well, the grandpa looks up, wakes up, you know, kind of, it's like, "What do you mean, Charlie?" "The 3 vicious screams, I heard them." And he's like, "Well, I have to tell you, I can't tell you. You know, I can't tell you what those 3 vicious screams are, you know? You're not a monk." And so Charlie's like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, I can't tell you what those 3 vicious screams are. Like, it's a secret of the monks." And so Charlie's like, "Oh, okay, I trust you guys," you know, as he trusts his grandparents. And so he goes back to bed, and in the morning he leaves, and they say their goodbyes, and it was amazing. You know, it was a nice thing. There was just only this odd thing of the 3 vicious screams. So after a while, I'll abridge the story a bunch because like this could go on as long as I want it to. He goes to monk school, whatever school is for monks, you know. He works really hard. He reads all the sacred scriptures. He goes to temples, and he becomes a monk. And it's you know, he's finally like, "Yes, you know what? I have done well. I have realized that I will go back to my grandparents. I will figure out what those 3 vicious screams are." Because, you know, ever since then, he's been wondering what happened during that night. Especially because the 3 vicious screams coming from his grandparents' house, right? You're just wondering what's happening. So, he goes back to his grandparents' place after he's become a monk. They go down to the beach. They go play ball, and it's like a huge nostalgia trip, you know? A huge nostalgia trip. So then dinner comes along and they serve him his famous soupy chicken. And it's like, wow, I love this. It's, you know, the buttery broth, slick noodles, you know, it's just amazing. And they're like, "You know what? Like, now it's time to go to bed." And Charlie being so excited can't fall asleep, but eventually he does. You know, eventually he does. He stays up a long time, and he slowly drifts asleep. And he hears 3 vicious screams. Out of nowhere. He wakes up. Oh, God. What? Oh, God. So he wakes up. He heard those 3 vicious screams, and he heads to his grandpa. And grandpa, he's like, what were those screams? And the grandpa and the grandma said, well, are you a monk? He's like, yes, I've been studying years and years. I've been years to become a monk. And the parents are like, all right. Grandpa gets out of bed. He's like, all right, Charlie, come this way. Opens up the cellar down below the house and leads him into this tunnel. It's a dirt tunnel, very clearly carved out, chiseled, ancient over many years. He's like, all right, be careful. It's a labyrinth down here. Literally, this is part of the secret. This is why you'll know in a second. But here, follow me. So he goes a little bit right. Listen to me. He goes to the right, goes forward to the left, then goes down some stairs, forward a little bit more to the right, goes down a spiral staircase. They hear a little bit of weird things off to the right, and then they come across this giant door. It's gold. It's filled with diamonds, rubies, sapphires. It's crazy that this is just underneath his grandparents' house this entire time. And he's like, is this the secret? Grandpa's like, no, it's what's behind the door is a secret. If you want to know what these 3 vicious screams are, you got to go behind the door. So Charlie's like, okay, Grandpa. Okay. So he opens the door and he finds out. Do you guys want to know what was behind the door? Do you guys want to know what's behind the door, guys? Well, I can't tell you guys. You guys aren't monks. All right, let's continue on with Twilight Princess.